even if we are so busy to be in peace and happiness, and it has not come yet. Why I'm busy? Busy because once I will do it, I will be in peace. How many things and how many times you have said, I will do this thing, then I will be in peace. Are you in peace and happiness? Means, now you see the insight of the masters. Means I will put this idea, this thought into action. Means I will make some effort and then I will be in peace and happiness. Means action, effort to secure peace and happiness. First thing that you have understood. Now the second thing, what the master says. Master says actions in your life. Any action cannot lead you to permanent peace and happiness. Action by itself is incomplete. I'm single, I will get married, and then I will be happy. The very marriage is incomplete. That's what I'm saying. I will divorce and I will be happy. Still, the divorce is incomplete. And we are obsessed with all the actions. I will see you. I will fight with you. I will love with you. And then I will be in peace and happiness. Not at all possible. Do whatever you want to do. So by doing, you cannot be in peace and happiness. Action cannot take you to permanent peace and happiness. It can lead you to a little bit of pleasure. I will go to the restaurant and then I'll have pleasure, or I will do this thing. We do not understand this. Sorry to say, we are intelligent people, but intelligent people make a fool decisions. Will I be happy? I have got a cataract surgery. This is also an action. A little bit of correction it is required. Let me do it and done. But if I am obsessed and deluded that I will be in happiness, once this is done, it is not at all possible. So we are obsessed doing something. That is why we are busy people. Busy. We don't have a free time. We are busy until the last day comes. And if you see that busyness comes from the mind, what the mind says, mind says, I will do this and then I will be happy. I will do this and then I will be happy. In your personal life, in your professional life, in your social life, in your family life. I will do this and I'll be happy. And the problem is that we don't realize how many times we have said this, that I will do this and I'll be happy. I'm still unhappy. I'm still unhappy. So the two things. First, I'm always busy means I'm doing something in order to be happy. But I am still unhappy. My mind deluded me in 100 of things, not 100, now we all are, I hope we all are over 50. So 50 years, every day we thought that I will complete this task, then I will be happy. So even if you take 2 or 3 tasks every day, 50 years, multiply it. Millions of the tasks we have completed, and we are still chasing happiness, we are still unhappy. So the master says action cannot lead you to happiness. It can lead you to some pleasure, short term pleasure. Any action. From sexual pleasure to food to dress. Oh, I will buy this, I'll be happy. So I'm excited. Happiness is not there. So now then the question comes, the why the mind does not understand this. Huh? Well, we have to ask the questions. Eastern wisdom is purely logical reasoning. It puts that reasoning. It wants us to understand how our mind is thinking, speaking, and acting in the world outside. Oh, I have a problem here, I'll go to the doctor. Who knows what will happen? Example. So doctor can treat this, but doctor cannot promise me to live forever. I understand. Understand this clearly. No doctor, but what happens? The mind is so much deluded that my pain is gone. Oh, that doctor helped me to live forever. That is the problem. Doctor is not at fault. I am. My mind is crazy. Think of it. So other people say that, once I have $1 million in my account, I will be happy. Just see the insight. The masters finds that insight in such a beautiful way. $1 million lying in the bank, that dollar does not say that I am rich. I say that I am rich. Are you getting it? Did you understand this point? I have a big house, for example. The big house does not say, look at it. I say that I have a big house. Does this big house or $1 million will go with me? Or it constantly chases me. Come on, dear, honey, be happy. You have $1 million. You have a big house. Look at the insight our masters gave these thoughts. I am just teaching from those principles, what I have little bit understood. There are 3,000 texts. I have already studied only hardly 250 texts. Very humble guy. No, I don't know too much. But whatever little I know, it gives you an opening. Only $100,000 is left, and once I have $1 million, so I wake up in the morning, I'm dreaming, I'm busy, I'm stressed. Hold on. Once I recognize that it is I who says I will be rich, the dollar does not say me that you'll be rich. So I left my busyness, I organize my work, and I pay more attention to the journey of the self-discovery. Then the life will take an about turn. Otherwise we will continue working. Working means busy. Busy. I was looking at the Discovery Channel, the herd, the pride. In Africa, the pride means that the group of lions. They killed the prey, a big buffalo, and they ate, and then they lied down. The commentator was saying that they will rest for 2 days. Forget about 2 days. Did you have a time to rest for an hour every day? Can you find only 1 hour? No more work from anywhere else. Tell me if you have 1 hour, if you can spare 1 hour for yourself. I cannot spare even 1 hour for the self discovery. And then I say, so much of stress. So if you expand that statement, what is that statement? The dollar does not say that I am rich. I say that I am rich. I say that I have a big house. I say, looking into the mirror, I'm beautiful. Body does not say. Does the body say, take care, I'm so beautiful? I put lot of stuff on my face, at least, Even if I have lot of stress, face is the index of the mind, but let me put lot of this stuff so that I look smiling. It will never happen. It will never happen. That's why I have beard, I hide myself. So, just think, our masters are saying that, do you think really in a right manner, in a right direction? Take the same example. I have a big house. The big house is not chasing me. Finished. Let me drop it. Is it right thinking or wrong thinking? I am a rich guy, depending on the bank account. The bank account does not say that I am rich. So it means there is some problem in my head. The problem is in my head. The problem is not in the bank account, whether you have only $1 or $1 million. Do you see that? Even if you say, for example, I have only $100 in the bank account, that doesn't haunt me. I chase it. I have fears and anxieties. What is this? I say that I am rich. What is this? What it means? I say that I am handsome and beautiful. What it means? Yeah, for people, it's a pride and it's the ego. And this pride and ego is nothing only but I thought. You have a thought associated with I-ness. And this I thought comes from the mind. You are different from the I thought. You are different and separate from the mind. Journey of the self-discovery, the self-enquiry is required. We are a non-thinker, now I'm adding another part of it. We are expanding this self-enquiry. So if we are a non-thinker, we are not more than an animals. Animals follow their nature. Nature means natural instinct. I am given the intellect. So if I remain as a non-thinker, I follow the nature, I follow the animal instinct. A little bit of thoughts, I am rich and poor and I am beautiful, etc. They are coming from my subconscious animal mind. I am beautiful. Okay, for example, You say that, beautiful. And the guy comes and then he says, who cares? And you feel insulted. you Now you feel more insulted if your honey says this. Master says, think. The human intellect is given to me to rise above that natural format of the mind. Natural format of the mind runs after the animal instinct. We have socialized, we have started using the thought. But I remain the non thinker. When I am constantly have a thought that I'm rich or I'm poor or I'm ugly or I'm beautiful or I'm good or I'm bad or I have stress or I have an anxiety, this belongs to the animal thinking. Because we have an ability to think, so we are thinking in a direction that is causing the delusion. We are not inquiring. We don't make an inquiry that what it means. What it means. So that is why from this year we have started seriously the self inquiry. So the first question in the self inquiry comes to, who am I? Animal mind says, I'm rich, I'm beautiful. Inquire further. Inquiry further. I'm born rich? No. Yeah, I'm born male and female. But now, we have started changing our sex also. Machines have come, so you cannot say that, oh, I'm born male, but now I'm born female. You see, understand who am I is more important. Now take the same example. Let us go a little deeper. You say, I am male. Master says, ask the next question. Are you the body? No, I am not the body. Body identifies the gender. So I am neither male nor female. I am different than the body. I am separate from the body. I am pure consciousness. I am the real self. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? When you say I am a born, our new government has started banning any other gender except male and female. Eastern wisdom says that, do you identify yourself with the body and then you recognize your identity? That is the problem. You remain what you are as far as the body is concerned, because you are not the body. Are you sure you are not the body? Your mind is saying, you're making me confused. No, I'm removing that confusion. It is something like the same. I identify with the bank account, I'm rich. I identify myself with the body, and then I am male, I'm man or woman. But fact is, I'm not the body. Are you the body? Inquire it deeply. If you are the body, then you are man or woman, then you are 40, 50 or 60 years old. Like me, then you are 66 years old. I have not to hide my age, not the height to age of the body. Now pay attention. You see how our masters helps us to inquire. So what I said, I'm the man and the woman. It means I identify myself with the body. Does the body say that I'm 50 years old or 40 years old? Does your body say to you? Does the body say that I'm sleeping? Come on. Does the body says that I'm waking up? If the body says, then obviously you are body, then you are man and women, then you are old and young. Are you understanding? Clarity. Our master says, be 100% clear. We go on the highway and we see the mirage, the water. I see the water is there, but as you approach near, the water is gone. So you inquire, the water is not there. You have inquired when you are driving on the highway and the highway appears running behind you with a higher speed, but we know it is not running, so you are relaxed. So when I remove the delusion that I am not the body, the illusion is gone, the anxiety is gone, reaction is gone. Does your body say, come on, dear, I'm listening? See that? If your body says, then you are the body. Exceptional case. So the mind in association with the body communicates, I am the body. First I am the body, then I'm man, and then I'm women, then I'm old, and then I'm young, and then I'm a professional. Oh, identification with the body. Mind, there is something inside me that has a feeling I am. Does the body has a feeling of I am? But we take for granted that I am the body. That is the illusion, like a mirage. Mind inside thinks I am. The moment it thinks I am, it is already associated with the body. It is associated with the body. It is identifying itself with the body, but the fact is, I am not the body. Are you getting it? Tell me if the masters are saying something wrong. So simple. So simple. Identification. So the master, this is what the master says, that we have to move from ignorance to wisdom, from the false to the real. We have created millions of false identities. I started with performing an action, making an effort will make me happy. That idea continues my mind to remain busy, to make an effort, to move in a particular direction, means all the effort. Master says that you cannot be happy permanently or in peace permanently by making any effort. The very effort cannot produce permanent happiness. Understand this. So once we understand, then what happens? Say, for you understand. Then you organize your effort. that this effort is required by the body and the mind for living a personal, professional, social, and family life. Let me organize, let me not overburden, let me not identify with the body. So I find my limitations, I work in that organized approach, so the mind has no way to get into anxiety. And when mind has no way to get into anxiety, you start living in happiness. Think, master is not saying it. No master in Eastern wisdom. We don't. What you say in. Hmm, we don't impose our thoughts and ideas and principles. We say inquire, self inquire. Self inquiry is the right approach, my friend. Self inquiry, we started. Who am I? No, I'm rich. Okay. So that dollar does not say that I'm rich. No dollar, even a single note does not say you. Put it in if it says that you are rich or you are poor. So I identify with the money, I'm rich. I identify with the money, I'm poor. I identify with the body, I'm man and women. I identify with the body, I'm 15 years old or 66 years old. 15-year-old, I have to live my whole life. The next day you die. We don't know. If there is a God, God is totally undemocratic. God has a long queue. Now you come 5-year-old. Now you come 10-year-old. Just see that. So we are entering into the mysterious, I'm using the word mysterious universe in relationship to the self inquiry to find out who am I? Who am I begins with the first question. Am I the body? Am I the body or not? Now you see other part of it. It's so easy to understand. My car. When I say my car, I am the car. When I say my phone, I am the phone. When I say my house, I am the house. No. No, very clear. Clear? Do you say my body or I am the body? My body, my car, my phone. I possess the body, but I'm not the body. Do you remember this all the time? You drop the identification. I can bet you if you drop that identification, you will never feel tired and fatigued. It is the mind that causes the problem. Mind says you have worked for 8 hours. Now is the time to relax. So mind says, why to relax? Mind, because of the animal nature, gives you that fatigue in you. Oh, you will fall asleep. No, sleep it. That understanding is required for for the self inquiry. That is just the beginning. We reach to the end of it. What is the end of it? What is the end of it? End of it is that real self. I am of the nature of pure consciousness. That is permanent peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. I've repeated many a times. That is the ultimate of the journey. Last point, I have told you a couple of times. Master says we have to prove it by intellect, intellectual understanding, but the problem is that the mind doesn't accept. So I have to make the mind accept because this is the right knowledge. I'm not the body. It is very clear. My body is not me. My car is not me. My house is not me. My phone. Similarly, my body is not me. But the mind does not accept it. Why the mind does not accept it? It has lived with the identifications. What is that? They are the accumulated impressions in my mind, which is very near to the mind, far to the knowledge and understanding that takes place in the intellect. So the next step is to help the mind to accept what is right. Don't you see the blueness in the sky? Every time we see the sky, it's a blue sky, but blueness is not there. It's a delusion. So now I understand. Even if I see the blueness, I say, oh, blueness is not there. Water is not there in the mirage. Highway is not running. So I will still keep the body. At the same time, only awareness is there that I'm not the body. That will make the hell of the difference in our life. Leave hell and heaven, close your eyes. Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. Let us do another format of the meditation, that is what I say, Shanti meditation. First, place, position, and the posture of the body. Find out the right place of the body. Sitting is preferable, but yes, whatever the position you feel like, it's okay. It's a part of the journey, and the position and the posture. Be comfortable. So being comfortable, we already know what we know. We know, look at the neck joint. Be there. This is what is required by repeat practice, repeat practice. All these steps. Why? To get mind rid of that accumulated impressions. So we are changing the direction. Look at the neck joint. Be there. Feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. If you are feeling sensation, comfort, and steadiness, you are doing good. You are treating the path rightly. Otherwise, just a mechanical repetition. So even if you do mechanical repetition for 50 years, no change will take place. Why? Nature is mechanical. So you are not raising your level of awareness. You are not understanding. Your understanding is not going to the mind. Move the mind on the entire body You look, you feel, and you experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. One more thing that I like to add here. What is that thing? For understanding that even after so many weeks and months and years of the practice, your mind does not experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness within minutes. You are doing practices mechanically and habitually. You are not doing with awareness and attention. Same thing with being carefree. What is the meaning of being carefree? I said, being carefree. You see, it is the next step after being comfortable. After being comfortable. Why? Because now we recognize the blueness and the sky are different. No identification. So don't say the sky is blue. It is blue because of my perception, mental perception. Water is not there in the mirrors. Why? It is delusion. Now what we say, that all let the thought and feeling come and go. Why come and go? Like the traffic on the road. Why? Because these thoughts are not me. So we separate. No. I won't use the word we separate. We see thoughts and all feelings are not me. Separate from I am. Like the tumbler and the water in the tumbler. Water in it. Content and the container. Contents and the container. I believe you have understood. So there is always a container. Where there is a content, the birds are in the sky, flying. Nothing happens to the sky. So being carefree helps you to see that all the thoughts are separate. Then why should I be in stress? Oh, thoughts are too many thoughts are there. So simply I understand thoughts are different from me. Finished. Why should I be worried about any thought is coming or not coming? And I can bet you, if no thought will be coming, you will be scared. This is the problem. Problem of the mind. Animal mind. Non-thinker. Now we will help the mind to go little deeper. You look at the body, whole body, from top to toes. So do you find first the space. Without the space you cannot see the body. Then you feel the sensation and you experience the stillness in the body. So just look at the body again, the space, sensation, and stillness. Space, there is a sensation. Without the sensation, you cannot recognize this is my body. Do you understand? So we will go little deeper at a later stage that what exactly is this sensation? Is this sensation me or separate from me? Now what happens? Our master says that the moment you look at the body, and then move from the space outside the body to the skin of the body. So when you move to the skin of the body, you find a sensation. As you move closer to the body, what do you find? You find a stillness. Move inside the skin of the body. What does it mean? You just look inside the body, look inside, or just be aware. What do you find? Sensation, space, stillness, and a sense of relaxation. But why you find relaxation? Because the mind changed the direction. So the change of direction of the mind helps, it drops the past impressions. That is why we do it. Oh, that is what you are saying. Yes. Let us move to so-called the next step. But we are constantly aware, alert, and vigilant in our practice. The moment you fall into unconsciousness, it becomes habitual, instinctive, mechanical, and will not bring any result. You may feel good, and that's okay. So we start with the space all outside the body. Just become aware with alertness and vigilance. Okay. Then be aware of the sensation all around the body. So that sensation is a mixture, the space and the border of the body. Oh. Then be aware of the space, sensation, and the stillness. We experience the stillness. Then behind the skin, we are aware. What do we find? We find simple emptiness or space or some sensation inside the body. Two things. One is the sensation outside, and this time the sensation inside. Just say, Master says that sensation inside is calmness, and the space inside is quietness. Oh, why? You are too far from the thinking mind. Simple. So, our calmness and quietness are created, or it is already, or they are already there. So our masters say the moment you enter into your home, calmness exists. The space or quietness exists. You need not to create. So it means deep inside ourselves that calmness and quietness are always there. Answer is yes. It can be approached, experienced consciously. Only human intellect can approach it. No animal being can do that. That is why only we can meditate. Leave aside that false notion that we in many yogas dog meditation, that is all craziness. It has nothing to do with it. So now can you see that? Can you see that quietness? If not, be with the space inside. That is enough. Can you see or can you experience calmness? If yes, good. If not, just explore any sensation inside and be with it. You need not to do anything. You need not to make any effort. You just have to recognize. And when you recognize it, you are on the right path. Recognition, consciously, not falling into unconsciousness. Aware, attention, alertness, and vigilant. So every time your mind is exploring, oh, where is the sensation inside? Just be with it. Where is the space? Be with it. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences, bring the hands down. How are you, Mead?
I feel very peaceful from this time we've shared. And
Good.
I have a question. What is fear? I don't know what that means in a way anymore. What is fear?
Are you scared?
Not now,
Not now.
but when fear comes, I know I get, tight and I can't breathe. And what is the purpose of fear?
The purpose of fear to make you aware, to make you alert.
If
To
there's a danger,
no,
or oh,
there is always a fear of unknown. There is no fear of the known. So if what is unknown brought consciously at the level of the known, the fear goes away. We will talk in detail. You remind me in the next lesson. So you are understanding fear, but you experience the fear. There are two things. I experience the fear, I lose my awareness, I lose the consciousness, and I will continue to live in fear. So we
mm,
have to remove this fear consciously by understanding. Anxiety is one form of fear. Depression is another form of a fear. So the fear we talk about the fear of losing love, fear of losing life, fear of losing wealth. We talk in material terms. So fear. Now the second question you have asked me, the purpose of the fear. One is to escape from the danger. But if the danger is not there, my mind has created a fear superficially.
mm,
99% of the fear belongs to this category. You wake up in the midnight and there is a sound. Oh, now somebody has come. Without inquiry, I want to. My mind has created an impression that there is somebody without inquiry. So that is the fear will always be with the unknown. There is no fear of the known. So this week, just work every day before going to sleep. Write down how many fears you have. Based on that, I will talk about this fear. How are you, Sophie?
thank you.
I am good, Girish, but I'm afraid I've. No, I'm not afraid. I dozed off today.
Yes. So you see that awareness, attention, and vigilance, these are the three very important aspects of any and every meditation. So if we lose that, because the mind wants to be habitual and mechanical, and that is why the transformation takes a long time. Perhaps Anne has missed disconnected because of the internet. How are you, John?
Sorry. What you were saying earlier about the mind creating fear, that's very true. That's a very good point, and I'm glad you mentioned that. In terms of the practice, I had some extraneous thoughts, but mostly followed it pretty well. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good.
So once we are fully aware that these thoughts are not me, so whether there is a crazy thought or whether it's a good thought, I remain indifferent. That state we can only realize when we are conscious, when we are aware. When I fall into the unconsciousness, it cannot be known. In deep sleep, also the same thing happens. In deep sleep, when I wake up, I feel refreshed. But I have to fight with the same thoughts. It is being repeated. The difference in meditation is that when I'm vigilant, when I'm aware, when I'm attentive, and I see the thought of the fear and the anxiety come and they go, and I'm separate. That brings the change. And the transformation. That is all for today.